The land of storybooks. At evening, when the lamp is lit, around the fire my parents sit. They sit at home and talk and sing, and do not play at anything. Now with my little gun I crawl, all in the dark along the wall, and follow round the forest track, away behind the sofa back. There in the night where none can spy, all in my hunter's camp I lie, and play at books that I have read, till it is time to go to bed. These are the hills, these are the woods, these are my starry solitudes, and there the river by whose brink the roaring lions come to drink. I see the others far away, as firelit camp they lay, and I, like an Indian scout, around their party prowled about. So when my nurse comes in for me, whom I return across the sea, and go to bed with backward looks at my dear land of storybooks. Hope you all enjoyed the video. So in the previous class we were discussing about the poem The Land of Storybooks, and in that poem we can see the little boy who was in an imaginary world, and at the evening time his parents sat around the lamp and they were talking and singing each other. And what the boy was doing? Yes, he sat behind the sofa and he was reading his storybook, and he gone through that. And he gone to another world of imagination. I hope that is clear. Now today we're going to move with the next stanza of the poem. All of you look at the board. These are hills, these are the woods, these are my starry solitudes, and there the river by whose brink the roaring lions come to drink. So these are the hills, these are the woods. So here we can see that the boy was, yes, actually where did the boy was sitting? The boy sat behind the sofa. Actually he escaped from his parents, and what his parents were doing? Yes, they were sitting there and talking and singing each other. And the boy escaped from his parents and he sat behind the sofa, and actually he was exploring himself by visiting all these places, by visiting hills, woods, rivers, everything. And here in this stanza we can see the next imagination of this boy. And now he visits, which all places? He visits hills, woods and rivers. These are my starry solitudes. Underline the word solitudes. What do you mean by the solitudes? The state of being our own. That is called as solitude. So that means the state of being our own, what we are. That is the solitude. That is the meaning of the word solitude. So in this poem, the boy really enjoys traveling alone to all these places, and he finds happiness by visiting all these places alone. And there the river by whose brink the roaring lions come to drink. And here we can also see a river, and there comes a roaring lion to drink some water. So that is the summary of this stanza. And the next stanza, I see the others far away, as if in firelit camp they lay, and I, like to an Indian scout, around their party prowled about. So here the boy describes another place that he visits, and the boy thought that he was in a firelit camp, and all the other people was far away from him. He was not able to see others properly, and he himself thought that he was an Indian scout. What is this Indian scout? Indian scout means, underline this word, Indian Scout. Indian Scout means he was a soldier. He was a soldier in that camp, and what he was doing and what that soldier was doing, yes, he was moving on that party. Actually, all the people were lying on that fire lit camp. And what the little boy was doing? Yes, he was moving on that party. Underline the word traveled. Traveled means to move. So, the boy was moving on that party. We can see the boy was moving. This is the last stanza of the poem. So, when my nurse come in for me, home I return across the sea, and go to bed with backward looks at my land of storybooks. So, the evening time ends here. And actually, who came to call him? Yes, the nurse. The nurse will be nanny. That means the grandmother or the maid. And actually, the boy sat behind that sofa and he was in the imaginary world. And the nurse called out him, hey, just come with me. And the boy come from that imaginary world to the real one. And it's the time. It's the time to go to bed and sleep. And it's night and he was going to the bed. He was going to his bedroom. And at that particular time, he just looked at that place. He looked back at that place where he was sitting. And that was behind the sofa. Actually, he really misses that place while he gone to his room. And he looked at that place and he promised to himself that next day I will surely return to this place. Actually, he misses that place. And here the poem ends. And go to bed with backward looks at my land of storybooks. And he really misses that place and he looked back to that place behind the sofa. And it's a night time. He go to his bedroom. So this is all about the poem The Land of Storybooks. And here we can see a little boy who was in an imaginary world. Who likes to read storybooks. And actually we can see a magical tale in this poem. This poem tells us about the magical tales. And we can see the imagination capacity and ability of this boy. And this boy loves to travel and visit many places like the hills, roads, camps, etc. And he also read many storybooks, and we can see many interesting and beautiful places in the storybooks, isn't it? Yes, and he was imagining that places that he used to visit, he likes to visit. And with his thought, with his imagination capacity, he visits that places and he was creating an imagination there. That's all for today. Thank you. Bye.